Hello friends, and welcome to your December 2022 TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. I hope you are well and I hope you are excited for December TarotScopes, as I am excited to start recording them. So just to give you a little bit of housekeeping as to what it is, how it works, and what you can expect over the next couple of minutes. This intro, everybody gets the same intro just to save me from repeating things 12 times. I record 12, and I'm showing 4 fingers, I mean, I don't know. I record 12 readings using the same structure, the same method, the same process, the same tarot decks, etc. I record 12, and I want to show 4 fingers again. I don't know what's up with me with that. So I record 12 videos, one for Aries going all the way through to Pisces. I stick this intro at the beginning of each of them and I release them, giving you insight into the month ahead. We are obviously into the last month of 2022 and it is super exciting to be at this place. So what I've done, instead of our standard kind of TarotScope structure, I've actually created a bit of a spread that's going to help you to see what was the lesson of 2022. Have you achieved that? What do you still need to do to overcome it? What do we need to take with us into 2023? What do we need to leave behind? And a couple of other things, okay? So I've sort of thrown together this ensemble of a spread of a reading. And I'm going to do exactly the same reading for each sign of the zodiac. If you're on YouTube and you open up the description of this video, you will find links to all the other zodiacs. So if you want to watch for your friends or your partners or your children or, you know, somebody, your worst enemy, to see what it is that they need to deal with or what they are going through, you can do that. So all of them will be in the description below. And you can just go through and watch as many as you need. I do encourage everybody, when I do the month ahead TarotScopes like this, I do encourage you partway through the month to sort of come back and just do a quick check-in. All right, I know I do TarotScopes on a weekly basis, but then is categorized by element. So for the month ahead, I like to do full videos for each sign of the zodiac. I also, when I start the recordings, I set the intention that it be applicable to your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So if you do know what your things are, if you do know what your alignments are, you are welcome to watch all of those. So yeah, whatever is applicable and appropriate to you. So I do generally just do the 3, sun, moon, and rising, because then it just gets too complicated if we go any further than that. So when I'm shuffling and when I'm doing the videos, I do set those intentions. I am going to work with 2 amazing tarot decks for this particular reading. The first one I'm going to work with is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. Now, oopsie, I nearly dropped it there. This deck is just amazing. Let me do that, then the camera will hopefully focus. The artwork is just gorgeous. The artwork is just beautiful. And it's got quite a whimsical fantasy type of feel to it. And then to pair it with, I'm pairing it with the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, which is just as gorgeous, just as beautiful. I hope the camera's focusing because I can't see. And just as whimsical, just as fantasy related. So I thought these 2 will actually work so well together to do the reading. Like I said, I've got a whole lot of questions written out. I am also going to include an oracle deck as well. So, you know, it's going to give you a lot of insight in how best to end off 2022. We are then obviously looking forward at 2023. So when I do the January TarotScopes, which I will release sort of the last week of December, in that last week of December, I will release the January TarotScopes, and there we're going to look forward at the whole of 2023. So this one for December, we're basically looking backwards. We're looking at 2022. What do you still need to achieve? What was the lesson? Have you done it? How are you doing? What do you need to leave behind? And what do you need to take ahead with you? So I do hope that you are going to enjoy the readings. If you do enjoy the reading, all I ask from you is a thumbs up. I love comments, so if you do want to leave me a little comment, that would always be greatly appreciated. I do read them all. I don't always get a chance to reply, but I do absolutely read every single one of them. And if you would like to leave a show of gratitude, you can. Just over here somewhere on the screen will be a super thanks button that will allow you to leave a a donation, a tip, if you may, a way of showing gratitude for the insight that you have received during the video. So I'm now going to flip the camera around so that you can see the table and that you don't necessarily have to see my face, because I do need a lot of space to show you all the cards. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to get started with your zodiac. I'll see you there. Right, Aquarius, let's have a look and see what the month of December has in store for you. I'm just going to give the cards a little bit of a shuffle. I am using Tarot of the Hidden Realm as the main deck. I know in the intro I said it would be the other way around, but I changed my mind. So this is the deck that's going to be our main talking point for this particular reading. So Aquarius, we're looking to see December 2022. What do you still need to achieve and accomplish? What do you still need to finish off? And what does going into 2023 look like? Right. So happy with that shuffle. Let's cut the deck. And what I'm going to do now, Aquarius, is I'm just going to stick the cards over there and I will draw cards straight off the top as we need. So Aquarius, the first card that we draw is a card that talks about the energy to leave behind in 2022. So something that is complete, it's done, it's fulfilled its function, and it's staying in 2022. We're not taking it into 2023 with us. So let's have a look and see what card that is. Oh, look at this. I love this deck. Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands is the card of movement. It is the card of change. It is the card of progress. But it's the card of always being busy. Okay, and this is an energy, Aquarius, that you're going to leave in 2022. So that's telling you that 2022 has been busy. You've always been busy with something. There's always been something on the go. And as we shift and move into 2023, we're leaving that energy behind. Okay, so that energy stays in the past. It stays in 2022. You've still got December. You've still got this month to get through. So this month may still be busy, or you just may feel like you're always on the go, that you're always trying to do something. So that is the energy that we're leaving behind. It's staying in 2022. But what energy should you be taking into 2023? So let's have a look, Aquarius. Energy to take into 2023. And here you have the Hanged Man. So no, the card is not upside down. He is literally hanging upside down. We can't see his feet, but he is hanging upside down. And the reason he's hanging upside down is because he wants to just get a different viewpoint on life. He is sort of making a sacrifice, a self-sacrifice, because he's the only person who's affected by his behavior. And he's hanging upside down because he wants to get a new perspective. He wants to look at things from a different angle. And he understands that sometimes in life you have to do these kind of things in order to see the overall picture. So when I look at these two combined, Aquarius, the message that comes through for you is that yes, 2022 has been busy. You've been constantly having to focus and aim and fire and, you know, all of this kind of effort, and you're feeling exhausted. So now you're sort of saying, okay, is this the way I want to carry on? Is this what I want my future to look like? And that's why you're getting a different perspective, because it's been such a busy year. So both of these are relative or yes, to what you're experiencing right now, but only this one is for the future and what you're going to take forward. We're going to leave this energy in 2022. Now, sticking with 2022, the next question I have to ask here is, what is, because we're still in 2022. So what is the lesson of 2022 for all Aquarian energy? So what were you supposed to learn? What was the lesson that you needed to grasp in 2022? And here we have got the card of the Moon, right? Now, if you have a look, she has had this long path that she is walking, almost leading her to a certain place. But the way that she's walking, she's not walking upright. She's not on her two legs and walking quite comfortably and confidently. She's almost sneaking because she doesn't want to be seen. She doesn't want anybody to notice her. She's trying to go under the radar because she is a little bit nervous around how everything is and what are people going to say or what are people going to think. But I think she's also afraid of the unknown. So she doesn't want to be standing up and waving her hands in the air and saying, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. She'd rather crawl on the ground because she is afraid of what is out there. Now, the lesson that this brings you in the year of 2022 is about facing your deepest, darkest fears and insecurities and doubts. So I do think, Aquarius, 2022 has been, and looking at these two, I can see that. I can see the contrasts, okay? So 2022 has been the year for you where you've had to face some challenges, your own insecurities, doubts, and fears. And I think, well, we're still going to find out, but I think you're doing it, okay? I think you're actually doing it. And I can see that it's been go, 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 go the whole time. You haven't had really too much time to stop and smell the roses. Although, you know, the energy to take into next year is that slightly slower, slightly more introspective, but also understanding the sacrifices that we have to make. Just like this lady here, she's making a sacrifice by leaving the comfort of her home and venturing along this path. She is opening herself up to potential problems. Whether those problems are real or not doesn't matter. She is opening herself up to it anyway. So that is the lesson of 2022, is about climbing out of your comfort zone, doing things outside of your realm of familiar, and we'll see just now if you've actually succeeded or achieved that. Let's have a look and see what the lesson of 2023 is going to be. So next year's lesson, overall lesson for Aquarius energy, here we have the Six of Wands. Oh, I love this card. She looks like she's just so in the moment. She is dancing, she is celebrating, she is just absolutely having her best life. And all around her are these, I don't know what they are, they're little, like they're little sprites. I don't know quite what, I don't think the camera's going to focus on them. They're like little fairy face sprites that are singing and dancing and celebrating with her because she has been absolutely victorious. She is just so in the moment, so in the now, living her best life, and everything is just fabulous. Now that, look at how we're going from 2022 to 2023, from feeling like we need to be low and careful and invisible and incognito to being loud, proud, and in charge. I love how it's this kind of energy, even though we're leaving this fight aggression, fight energy, we're leaving that behind, you know, because there's no need to fight. And that's the different perspective. It's maybe learning that you can still succeed, win, and achieve without the bow and arrow. And that's who she seems to be becoming in 2023. So friends, for all of you Aquarius out there, 2022 has been difficult. There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot of sacrifices, a lot of action, a lot of movement, and a lot of fear. But you have moved, you have made progress. But going into 2023, it looks much different. 2023 looks a lot more positive, a lot more confident, and a lot easier, if I can put it that way as well. All right, so we've looked at the lessons of this year and of next year. This year is not done. We still have the entire month of, I nearly forgot, December, okay? We still have the entire month of December ahead of you, which means that there is still time to finish this lesson, or to protect the lesson if needs be, or to have other experiences. So our next card that we're going to draw, Aquarius, is to ask, have you completed the lessons of 2022, or is there still some work to be done in December? So have you completed the lessons of 2022? And here we have the 10 of Wands. You know, a difficult one for me to give you a straightforward yes or no answer, because when I immediately see the 10 of Wands, I immediately think almost. Like the thought that comes to me is that yes, you have, but not quite. That there's still, you know, like I'm hearing in my head now that if you imagine a construction site, so if you're building a house, the workers, what do we call them? The people who actually do the building, let's call them construction foreman. He'll come to you and he'll say to you, right, the house is built, the house is done, the house is complete, everything's great. But they're still going to be tidying up around the yard, they're still going to be getting rid of all the rubble, they're still going to be packing up all the stuff, cleaning and tidying and cleaning and da-da-da-da-da-da, all of those kind of things that still need to happen. So yes, it's done, but not quite. And that's what I get with this particular card. So in answer to the question of, Aquarius, have you achieved everything you needed to? Have you learned all the lessons that you needed to learn in 2022? Almost, okay? But that's okay, because we've still got December. We've still got a little bit of time for you to do the last little tidy up, cleaning up, patching up parts that need to be. So let's have a look and see, just in the month of December, what energy is coming through for you that can help you to finish off and to tidy up and to clean up whatever needs finishing off, tidying up, and cleaning up. So what does December offer you to contribute to learning the lessons of 2022? And here we have the King of Wands. Now, he looks quite young, but he looks very focused. He looks very assertive. He looks like somebody who has a plan, you know, and he's confident in his plan, and he's not rushing into anything. He's not being pressured into anything. There is that silent confidence with him, if I can put it that way. And that's what December is saying to you. So December is telling you, don't get into a panic, okay? Don't get into a panic about December. Don't feel as if, oh, I must. Slow down, take it easy, stick with the plan, follow it through, and you'll know that you'll be absolutely fine. So December is not going to be a mad scramble. It's not going to be a mad rush. Actually, you want to avoid mad scramble and rush. And I think that's why we've got this energy that we're taking into 2023. So the energy of the Hanged Man is slow and steady wins the race. The Hanged Man also says that sometimes we just have to recognize the sacrifices that we have to make. And for you right now, it's like, don't feel this urgency to run into anything. No running or rushing into anything. Just allow things to unfold naturally in their own time, and just know that you are so close to achieving and learning and finishing and completing the lessons of 2022. Right, so I'm done with this tarot deck, so I'm putting it aside and grabbing the other one. So this is the other tarot deck that I said we were going to use. I want to shuffle this one because, you know, we've seen now what December is all about. We've also seen that you haven't really completed the lessons of 2022. So from this deck, I want to know what else can Spirit offer to support you in finishing off and completing what you need to help you be King of Wands, to help you be strong and assertive and confident and capable, okay? And if there's anything else that Spirit want to add, this is the chance that they get to contribute anything else to the reading, to give us any other guidance or insight. So we're looking at the month of December 2022. We're looking at Aquarius energy for December 2022. We know that we need to be King of Wands. We need to be in control. We need to be assertive. We need to be strong and capable. But what else do we need to know? Let's see. Card number 1, Aquarius, is the 8 of Visions. And card number 2 is the Forge. Card number 2 is the Forge. So let me just tidy all these cards up a bit. I'm so messy. You see why I like to use these two decks together, because the imagery is so similar. They both have that same kind of energy about them, which is really great. It's just their titles that are different, but they do work so well together. So let's have a look. The first card that I drew for you here is the 8 of Visions. So in a traditional tarot deck, the 8 of Visions would be the 8 of Cups. So now if we have a look, we've got all of these people walking on a path, walking on a journey, and it looks as if they're in search of something. You know, each one seems to be looking in a different direction, or on a different, if I can say, on a different part of the path, okay? But there's definitely this seeking, this searching, this looking. So this is really Spirit saying to you that during December, you need to be confident in yourself. You need to be confident in your actions, in the things that you have to do, knowing that you are so close to learning the lessons, gaining the experiences, and doing and achieving everything that you need to complete this year, to end 2022 off on a good note. But you're still searching. Okay, well, you should still be searching. You should still be searching for ways, and that's why we're looking at things from a different perspective. But this is about searching for something that pleases your soul, feeling as if there is a gap, feeling as if there is a void, and wanting to experience more, okay? Wanting to experience more. Now, the issue here is, and that's why we've got the Forge that has come through for you. Because, and again, if you look at the Forge, it's actually very similar to the previous one in that we have all these people all over the place in different stages of a craft, in a different stage of their work. So here, and actually this is actually quite interesting the way that it's coming through. Let's see if I can hold them like that. and get the camera to focus on them, right? Let's put fingers in, then the camera often focuses. Hide that face. There we go. So this is the feminine and this is the masculine. Here is all girls, all ladies, all feminine energy seeking and looking for something. And here we have the masculine creative energy that is busy forging and creating something. So seeking, making, looking, making. I love that. Okay, very interesting that those are the two that came through. Now, with the forge. The forge is about taking something that is fairly simple, fairly unobtrusive, fairly like a chunk of iron, okay, and forging it and softening it and working it and building it to create something spectacular, such as that sword over there. So what we've got here is Spirit saying, recognize that even though you're feeling quite confident in yourself, there is still work to be done, because you've still got to find the essence of who you truly are. And that's why you're looking at things in a different way. And we're carrying that energy into next year, because you are becoming a completely different version of yourself as you step into and out of this year, into 2023 and out of this year. But you still have to go through the process of finding and making that who you want to be. So it's not an automatic process. And Aquarius, this is what Spirit is saying to you. It's not an automatic process. You've gone through this year by just do, fear, worry, concern, but act. And as we move next year, we want to be more, can I say more mindful? Okay, we want to be more conscious of what it is we're doing and how it is we're doing it. And that's what December is here. So December is acting as a bridge for you to take you from the old you to the new you. Okay, and in order to do that, we have to be confident. We have to know what we're looking for. We have to know what it's all about. And we have to recognize that we have to do the work. Nobody else is going to do it for you, Aquarius. You have to do this work for yourself. All right. I have the Oracle deck over here that I wanted to grab. So this is the final Oracle deck that we're going to be working with. And this is the name of the Oracle deck. It is the Divine Energy Oracle. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I just love this deck. So Aquarius, let's give this deck just a short little shuffle. And I'm looking for a single card that is just really going to tie this whole reading together to give you clarity, confirmation, validation, and understanding around December 2022. The work that you need to put into it and the outcomes that are there for you. Okay, so happy with the shuffle. Cutting the deck and taking a card off the top. So let's have a look, Aquarius. Final message. You see? I love it. It says imagine solutions. Imagine solutions. So here it is. Don't always just feel like you're lost and that you don't know where to look and you don't know where to go and you don't know what's going on. Don't feel as if, well, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. Or what happens if it goes wrong? Imagine solutions, because if you imagine solutions, you are absolutely going to find them. And remember, this is you next year. She is imagining solutions. She is overcoming challenges. She is succeeding at everything she sets her mind to. And that is what awaits for you next year. So in the meantime, finish off what you need to do. Imagine the solutions and don't stop until you've achieved it. But let's get up off the floor so that we can be that version of ourselves. Aquarius, much love and many blessings. Take care of yourselves. And until we meet again, take care.